Salman, guys. I'm actually gonna read this tweet because I want to speak to it. So this lady um, tweeted this. She said, "Until you date a generous man, I didn't say rich, you'll understand that men love to provide for their woman. They don't wait to be asked. They genuinely find joy in doing it. They take initiative. They know your favorites and will order them." Hey, guys, yo, like that is such a sneaky, that is such a underhanded, undertoned, devilish post. Like, women love posts like this. They love saying it. They're like, men love providing for their women. Like, it's like us. We also do these devilish posts as men. We'll say things like, "Yo, machita, until you date like a traditional woman, like a real woman, she'll cook for you. She will, we say these things. It's almost like we're trying to bait our sisters to become these things for us. And I'm seeing, because she'll bait a lot of beta men in her post that want to feel like a real man and providing for their woman. And the fact that she has in brackets, I didn't say rich. So until you date a generous man. So what does that mean? Let's unpack generous. Generous speaks to a person who's a giver. Okay, sure. Men, I would assume, like women, want to be generous and want to give. They want to give. If you look at mothers want to give for their kids, wives want to give to their husbands. You want to be known as a generous person. But here, the devil lies in reading between the lines. They don't wait to be asked, she says. They genuinely find joy in doing it, take initiative, they know your favorites and will order them. I didn't say rich, so should have money so that they can order your favorites. We know favorites tend to not be cheap. It's not favorites where she's just saying random flowers on. We know what our sisters are saying. Come on, let's be honest. Yes, you might have one or two favorites that are very lowball, but generally your favorites, I have to save a little bit for them. But then again, she is right in saying, Wuti, men do love providing for their women. Men love providing in general. What we don't like is being taken for a boost. What men appreciate is value exchange. So if you go to the manager at my local Pick and Pay, he'll say, "Your Penson is so generous. Every Sunday, he is here. He spends thousands of rands. He is generous. He takes care of this business." And I do, very, very generously. However, the reality is that I get a value exchange. Because if you went to Checkers, they'd say, "That guy is stingy. He comes here, he buys things for like 30 rand and he leaves." Because there's no value exchange. At Checkers, at Pick and Pay, they know my name. At my Pick and Pay, they know my name. They know my kid's name. They give my kids free biltong. They give my kids free drovos, lollipops. It's just great. If I get there at a certain time, I know when the rolls are fresh. If they're not fresh, the ladies tell me, "Guti, no, Penson, just walk around, buy things, come back after 30 minutes, they'll be fresh." It's a great value exchange. Therefore, I don't mind paying. I don't even mind paying a little bit extra because I know what I'm getting something in return. A lot of the times people will say, "Oh, Swadman is stingy," because they want something for free. You must understand, a guy can have 100,000. He will not get you 6 wings. And then you'll go, "Oh, you're stingy." No, it's because you don't want to give him shit in exchange. It's the same, "Oh, that girl is so, that girl is." No, because you want to use her as an ejaculation hole and add no value in her life. You just want that one thing. So again, the guys that are out there at these clubs with these girls at these clubs, they're happy because it's a perfect value exchange. Those girls are saying, "Oh, those guys are so generous. They buy us bottles. They buy us this." Yeah, because those guys are getting booty. So it's value exchange. So if you ever wanted to be with a guy or be with a lady who is generous, just understand, Wuti, there must be value exchange. And when I say value exchange, it's not based on what you think they find of value. No, it's what they find of value. So if I'm with a lady that needs to define me as a generous person, she needs to define what her favorites are. And then I need to then give. And the only way I will give and provide is if I've defined what I need and she gives in return. That value exchange. And if you don't give, let me tell you something. The quickest way to find out what you don't give in a relationship is when you start saying, my partner is stingy, my partner is this. Why? Because you're entitled. You're entitled to your partner's resources. You are entitled to your partner's time. You're entitled to your partner's money. And because they are not feeling value in exchange, you're going to say they're stingy. Ufuna izinto zamahala girl, ufuna izinto zamahala boy. So when you read these type of tweets, whether you're a female and you're reading a guy who's talking about a traditionalist woman who washes your feet, and he's trying to guilt you into giving shit for free. And guys, if you read this type of fucking tweet, understand that she's trying to guilt you to give you shit to give her shit for free with no value exchange. Men and women alike will always give 100% if they are receiving value, whatever they deem value. She will give back, bro. If you are giving 100%, she will give 100%. Sissy, the reason why you don't find generous man is because you stingy as fuck. You're not giving any value. And you going around saying men are stingy. Fix you. You be a giver. Whether you're a lady, whether you're a man, give generously. Give with your time, give with your energy, give with your mind, give with your spirit, give with your money, give with whatever you can give of value. Make sure with your partner there's a value exchange. And guess what? They will give back. If they don't give back, then maybe that's not the person for you. But once you give first, then you can tell us if that person is stingy. Once you give first, then you can tell us blah, blah, blah. But if you're not giving, if you're not the one who's generous, and again, I agree, it doesn't have to be money. It could be time, it could be whatever. The hard bit here is that sometimes we want the most what the other may not have. So a lot of the time, sisters might be asking for a generous man because she might be wanting money, and the guy really might not have. I know a lot of sisters who are with guys who have a lot of money, but they don't have time, so then it becomes, hard in that case. But again, just you give before you say stingy, and watch out for tweets like these. Very, very devilish, very devilish. Anyway, guys, if you agree, tell me that you agree. If you don't agree, just write there in the comments. Gantanda, guys, have yourselves a fantastic day. Sharp.